Good afternoon, folks, and today's another quick how-to from the kitchen. Today I'm just going to show you how to make a very small, literally compact, cheap CO2 gas chamber for your feeder rodents. For those of you that own reptiles or any other creature that lives off of live or frozen thawed rodents, you may need this for whatever reason. I own African soft furs and have corn snakes. Everything that I have here cost me literally under $25. Obviously, if you don't have everything already in your kitchen or in your home, it might cost you more, and it may cost you less if you already had a few things. I had to go and buy the hot glue sticks for my glue gun that I already had. Didn't have any, and of course I have my Gladware container taken right out of my cabinet. What I did purchase was one CO2 tire inflator kit. It looks like this little gun right here. In the kit comes with this, and if you see inside the little silver shiny, that is the small CO2 tank. It's, I think, a 16-gram tank. I think they come in 12 grams. You can find the refill cartridges for the CO2 in the, if your Walmart has a paintball or airsoft gun section or hunting section or what have you, you'll find those there. If not, you'd have to go to a sporting goods store. What I also purchased was a tire inner tube in order to get this. This is the valve stem off of a tire inner tube. I cut the stem off. I left a little bit of the rubber on it just to kind of, as a personal safety net. I don't know why. I just did it. And I used the hot glue to poke a hole through the lid so it wouldn't crack the plastic. And I hot glued it in on both sides just to secure it. I also poked another small hole in the lid to allow oxygen to leave the container, because as you fill the container with CO2, it will, it'll rupture. It'll just fly off because, well, you're filling it full of CO2 and the oxygen's trying to go somewhere. The CO2 and oxygen are not going to mix. So poke a hole or two, however big you need it, to allow the oxygen to escape, because CO2 falls. It doesn't rise, it falls. As oxygen rises. Anyways, this is literally, as I said, pretty simple, pretty quick. There we go. The box for the tire inner tube. This was less than $5, literally. This was less than $15. The glue sticks were less than $3, and I already had the gun and the container. If you don't have all of these things in your home already, it may cost you around $30 to do. You can honestly get the glue gun and the glue sticks at the Dollar Tree. I just didn't feel like making that trip over to the next store. And containers like this also from the Dollar Tree. You're not going to find the CO2 kit or the inner tube at the Dollar Tree. That's a guarantee. So I hope this is helpful. This is kind of like the other tutorial I found on YouTube, where a gentleman used something like this. A tire inflator and CO2 canister in a small container with a valve. I couldn't find his items anywhere. He gave an Amazon link. I'm looking at, convenience and, the gotta get it now kind of thing. So everything here you can find at Walmart, less than $25 to $30, depending on what you already have in your kitchen, like I already have here. Hope this was helpful. Happy herping, or whatever you call it. Bye.